Today, I'll be introducing the Body Iron MFX360 functional trainer. So the idea behind this functional trainer is you've got cables like any good functional trainer has. You've got the Smith machine, you've got all the power rack functions, but where this one separates from the rest of the field is this Smith machine, when adjusted correctly, is capable of utilizing the weight stack. So instead of loading up the plates, you can just connect straight on and perform all your barbell movements. So when using the Smith machine, it works with these handles. This hook must be hooked up to the bar. So in order to do that, you most likely have to remove the spotter arms and the J hooks. So if I move them to the lowest point, let's just say I wanted to do something like a rack pull. They're on the lowest point now. I could basically come right down like that. I could do this facing inwards or facing outwards of the machine. So basically when I get down to where the spotters will allow, if it rolls forward, it needs to be in those hooks, which I'm going to demonstrate in order for the weight to hook up and for the cables to create tension. And there you have it. The other thing, if you're doing a bench press or a squat for that matter, you just put it a little higher. Right, so in order to safely do it, what I would need to do, I'll put the safety mechanisms like that, I'll position them accordingly. When I drop it down, it's going to be right below the hook. So I'm doing a squatting motion. I'm going to get onto the bar. I'm going to roll my wrist forward when I come up to ensure it hooks in the mechanism, and then I can start the squatting motion like so. When I'm done, another good reason why you set the spotters, if you've got any trouble locking it in, you can just dump it there and safely maneuver out. So this peg locks in your Smith machine when it's not in use to keep you safe. I lock that in now. Any kind of mishap, if I accidentally knock it when I'm training, or I rack in a bar really hard and it's shaking like that, as you can see, it doesn't matter, it's never going to come loose unless I pull out the pin. So stock standard, the main attachment that I have on my one, I've got these two single handles. Good for all single arm exercises, but most predominantly flies. So I'll now run you through the attachments. First one, I've got the ankle cuff. This one, really good for warming up your glute medius before a heavy squat session. This one, this stick, it's got a revolving end. I like to use these personally for various ankles when I'm doing tricep training. I've noticed a lot of people in the gym like using them for like wood chops and golf swings and stuff like that too. Next, everyone's favorite, the tricep rope, good for training arms. Not a bad attachment too for doing stuff like face pulls and other variants. There's even like bicep curls that you can do with it. And yeah, out of all things I've ever sold gym equipment, I've certainly sold the most tricep ropes. So next is the hip strap. You can do different variants. One, I can hook it up to there. I can do various run, takeoff style drills where I'm running forward 2 or 3 steps, coming back. The other thing, the thing that it's probably designed to do most is instead of using a power band for the chin up, I use this. I'm not going to break through any power bands or anything like that. I'm going to get the boost that I need. Last, this stick with revolving ends. At gyms, I predominantly see people doing mostly arm work with them. However, they're pretty good for all barbell variants. So no matter what you can do with a barbell or a Smith machine, you can also do it with this. The only difference is you don't work with gravity pulling you down, you work with the cables. So if you step out, it's going to pull you back. If the left side's weaker than the right side, you're going to know about it. It's going to like encourage you to even it out and really use your stabilizing muscles. So the MFX360 comes with hooks like this. If you don't like any of our attachments, or you want to cater it better, you want to throw this in a bucket, you want some other cool attachments that you have on display, you can move these right around the platform. It doesn't have to go here. You can put it in any one of these slots. It just simply slots in like that. Easy to change. You can double up like I've done here on the higher one. And yeah, that's one of the key features that I like about this rack. The other thing back here, the dumbbell rack. In terms of these dumbbell trays, I don't need a tray to the side of my gym. So yeah, I can line up probably about 2 to 20 in 2.5 kilo increments, and I can come in and get them, drag them out, or alternatively, I can just wheel my bench in. If I'm doing presses, I can just drop the bench down and press inside the rack. So these J hooks, basically, they lock in the bar every time. It's got a pretty deep channel too. So even if you come in a little bit early or come in a bit hot and heavy and it bounces off, ricochets, it's going to bounce into the shallow part of the channel right into the deep groove. So the spotter arm's 30 centimeters long. They've got this really tough plastic spotter cover that actually protects your barbell. So if you drop your heavy weight on it, your nail's not going to be digging straight into the metal and your bar's not going to be losing paint or grip. Your plastic spotter's just going to bear the damage and leave your bar looking pretty spick and span. Another one of the features is weight plate storage, which you got on the side. So I've got dual barbell holders here. I can just slot it straight in on both sides. I can fit a 7-foot bar, I can fit an Olympic Easy, whatever bar you like, you can slot it in there. So generally with single station units, you can only buy them individually. There's no one weight stack connected to multiple machines. But with this new model, everything changes. So in regards to a single station leg extension machine, we've got them for about $3,000. This one right here, you can get for $1,300. It obviously doesn't come with a single stack attached to it, but you can just attach it to the side of your machine and you can have a pretty decent commercial leg extension and leg curl in your gym. We also have variants in the leg press model, and we have an abductor adduction machine. The disadvantage of having them on either side is if you're in a commercial facility, the weight stack can only be used for one movement at a time. So per side, this pulley and that machine use the one weight stack. They cannot be used in conjunction. However, the left hand side and the right hand side weight stack can be used separately.